Hello, Super Cheese, welcome. And we are back with some Greedfall. Hope your food was tasty. Yes, I had chicken with potatoes and some onion. You are having pizza. Good. What kind of pizza? I hope it's a good type of pizza, not a Hawaiian type of pizza. Leek. Alright, it was not onion, but leeks. Fortunately, I'm still talking on Discord with Julius because, or Augustus T. They were curious about the Grand Insula getting nuked by the health, even though we had a lot of health buffing things. Turns out it's just the contaminated water. Good old contaminated water. Tomato, pepper, onion, and cheese. Sounds good. Delicious. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, let's take a look. Trouble in Eden. Right, that's what we need to do. Let us travel. We're gonna go to our residence to travel from there. I don't think we need to shop or anything. I'm gonna check if we didn't somehow get a memory crystal, but I doubt that. Yeah. It's unfortunate. We're gonna get it eventually. Sure. Alright, residence right here. Do we take another companion?
My dear child, what?
Yeah, Petrus is.
I'll see you later, Father. Take care, my.
Petrus is just. No, just don't kill anyone. Petrus is no longer necessary to bring with us, I don't think. No, I need to switch companions.
I must leave you.
Compose your team. Right. Right, Petrus goes away. Sierra comes in. Vasco will keep him, I think. Yeah, we just need. Oh, right. Petrus might have another quest actually. I'm gonna keep Sierra for now. We've lucked Petrus around a lot recently. Take a look. Still junk, right? Yeah, nothing too important. Just travel. Come on. Just travel here. This is the new map actually. I'm kind of looking forward to scouting it out, but I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be anything like too special. I'm gonna take a look at this guy's things. Really nothing special. He does sell accuracy 4 rifle, which is not bad, but I'm gonna want to just go and probably reshuffle my points and get like full accuracy so we can get like the best range weapons there are, because they are really powerful, and I have actually managed to craft quite a bit of ammunition, so now we will probably not need to buy ammo for a long time. We should probably still do it, but I really don't want to. It's tedious. Stun them. Finish this guy off. Okay, this guy is still alive. Done. The spells are actually not bad. However, we don't really have any attribute points to contribute to it, so our spells are really basic. But tactically, they are still sort of useful sometimes. You do sacrifice quite a bit of damage, but if you are overwhelmed, it can be pretty good, apparently. Take a look, they have notice board. Yeah, let's check it out. I'm sure it will send us around if there are other things to talk about. Take a look at the contracts. Contract, the Traveler's Grave. I appeal to the better nature of travelers on the Vedvildia road. My brother decided to explore it and never returned. If any of you were to find his body, please dig a grave for him so that he may rest in peace. You must still have his coin purse on him, I would be happy to leave it with you as a reward. Very aggressive Yorglans have built a nest north of Eden. Cautious if you need to follow the road to the northeast or go into the bushes. A reward will be offered to whoever destroys these nests. You can supply traps. Right. Can you get breach loading guys? Yeah. Basically, I already have a thing that's supposed to be a breach loader. I have a shotgun. However, it really isn't, like, it's supposed to have 2 shots and it only has 1 barrel. So it is supposedly having a tube magazine, which is like insanely advanced for the tech that the game is supposed to represent. I think it's better not to delve too much into it because you would get very annoyed. Take a look here, there are some things. I'm gonna check it out. Is it inside the walls? I don't actually know. Oh, nice. Is it nice? I mean, yeah, the tube magazine is nice, but since people are using actual muskets, I think that tech is kinda out of their capabilities. They do have magic. Yeah, hand wave away with enchanted guns. I think that's actually the proper way to look at it. I think that's a good outlook on life overall. Just if something doesn't make sense, justify it with something, because if we are gonna delve into it, in the end we are gonna say that everything sucks, and this is not what long plays are supposed to be, right? You're going to at least enjoy the game a little bit, even though, of course, like, not everything makes sense. Not to say that I would be the one to justify bullshit all the time, but sometimes even I do that. Trying to glean the best of what we can get out of this game. This might actually be the contract enemy, the big one. Wouldn't surprise me. Okay. Get kicked in the face. We could even shoot, but I think that would be bad. Just get rid of this one. Go the good old-fashioned way. Unfortunately, I cannot really go at him because it would result in me being out of combat and he would run back and regenerate, I think. I could shoot it. We don't have shortage of ammo really. And it doesn't seem like that was a contract. Yeah. These people, you don't need to talk to them yet. This is the quest. Are we gonna do it or are we gonna explore? I think we will talk to the guy first. I'm sure it's not gonna be straightforward. So he will probably send us somewhere, right? Yeah. Seems very safe. Unless he's shooting slugs, of course. Even though I think slugs are a very recent invention in terms of shotgun things. It would surprise me to learn that people actually had slugs when the first shotguns were created. Yeah, exactly.
I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Father Justinius. Delighted. And what may I do for you?
The Mother Cardinal has asked me to investigate the theft of these tablets you discovered.
That's
Quickly check my Discord.
The loss of the tablets is a catastrophe. We have to find them at all costs. If you want to learn more about these tablets, you should go ask Sister Eugenia. She supervises the theologians who discovered them, and were also guarding them. You should find her a bit further in the village, with her colleagues.
Who are the suspects of this theft?
The heretical brutes of the village of Vedlug most likely had a hand in this.
Natives.
They wanted to appease the demons they worship by stealing the holy word from us.
How could they have learned of the tablet's existence?
Perhaps the demons are giving them this power. Unless one of the natives living in the village innocently mentioned them. They are so naive. Either way, I am certain that the heretics are involved in this matter.
I must leave you.
Okay, question theologians.
The enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
Learn about the story of Eden.
People could accept the priests settling in their home like this.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, maybe we'll change our view on things. The theft of the relic is probably not a coincidence.
Of course not. But where do we find the natives? He might tell us something, but it's gonna be pretty fast. There's actually Chief's hut. And Brother Virgil, that's another Inquisitor. I think the best thing to do would be talk to the native. Maybe it's gonna send us around to talk to everyone anyway, but I would like to start with him, I think. He might have at least a little more accurate version of the events. Can I go down? Yes. There's another loot place. Let's get it.
Hello. I am Lair, the village leader. Well, I was the leader of this village.
Hello, Desade. I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
There are Onol Menawi among the Logead Blau. I did not know that. What do you want from me?
I've heard a lot of things about this village of Eden, but I'd like to hear your version.
I'm not sure I have the answers to all of your questions, but I'll try.
Tell me about the arrival of the people.
Yeah, more native accent is crushing my soul.
Roaming around the village. They were saying that it was the place where their saint had lived. They were asking questions, talking about the Lloyd and all these things.
Nobody talks like this.
And they were building houses
Lloyd.
next to ours.
Freaking.
And we had new neighbors.
Each word is pain.
Convert you. How did that happen?
As long as we refused to listen to them, they were violent, and they
Violent?
destroyed some of our sanctuaries. So we let them talk. And now that they think that we love their god, they leave us alone. Some of the things they say are beautiful, and their magic is impressive. But we do not forget our spirits.
One of the theologians told me that you would help them in their research.
They wanted to find tracks of the old sage, of the one they call Saint Matthias, and they were rummaging through everything. Our Donegad did not want to tell them anything, because the old sage is sacred here. But since they violently interrogated everyone, I thought it wise to guide them to the place where the stones were.
What happened to your warriors? Why did they have to leave the village?
They did not accept the presence of the priests and their questions. They tried to retake the village. They even asked Deirdre, the chief of Vedlug, for her help. So, the priests called the Soul Lasser, the Burning Suns, and they killed many of them. I asked for peace, and the others left us. They wanted to join Vedlug. Perhaps they have done so.
Aren't you angry after all that happened?
No. I mourn those who died, of course, and the Vorstyrent. But this village may be our opportunity.
Your opportunity for what?
For the Renaigse to understand who we are. Not savages, nor monsters, but men, perhaps wiser than they are.
I have to
Okay,
go.
that's everything from this guy.
So many others.
I think the game wants us to talk to everyone else though, so that's gonna be 2 of the missionaries. And eventually we are going to do the main thing it wants us to do. To actually find the things. So yeah, it wants us to talk to the guy again. Like they're building a church here. Yeah. So this guy is here.
Father,
I'm glad to see you, my child. What can I do for you?
tell me about how you created this village.
We did not create it from the ground up. It was built around an existing native village. The islanders called it Vigsenegad, which translates to the village of the old sage. We saw it as a sign. The natives had probably chosen this name in memory of Saint Matthias, and everything here fit the description of Saint Lucius. The discovery of the tablets proved us right. So, we decided to rebuild our Eden here, in the spirit of peace and harmony which is described in the scriptures.
Why share this village with the natives?
To replicate and resume the work of our founder, of course. If he came here and managed to convert the natives, then it is our duty to do the same thing. By living side by side with them, it is much easier for us to pass on our teachings.
How well do you get along with the natives who live here?
Very well, of course. Especially since those who opposed our presence left.
Left? To go where?
Oh, to other villages, I imagine. Does it even matter? Those who stayed are on the path of enlightenment. Some of their legends must have been about Saint Matthias. That helped to convince them.
And how well have neighboring villages welcomed you?
With some reluctance, to be perfectly honest. So, we sent the missionaries. There are still frequent conflicts with the village of Vedlug, a highly violent village of heretics. But the other villages, the more peaceful ones, are slowly starting to listen to the sacred word.
There are no Onol Manawi and no warriors here either. Did they all leave?
Perfect harmony takes time, my child. I have no doubt that one day we will manage to convince your kind to convert. But, in the meantime, we must settle for the miracle of great coexistence that this place already represents. Nobody thought we could live side by side with your people. And yet...
Okay.
I must leave you. Goodbye.
There is one more guy to talk to. Supposedly on the lower level. Let's go there. Is it... Sorry.
I am busy. If you have questions, go see Sister Eugenia.
Okay.
She's our supervisor.
Hello. The Mother Cardinal asked me to help you find the tablets that were stolen. Can I ask you some questions?
Of course. But hurry, I have a lot to do.
I talked to Father Justinius. He told me that you were supervising the theologians here.
Indeed. It is under my supervision that the research on Saint Matthias is conducted.
Where were the tablets the night they were stolen?
We were keeping them in one of the village's shacks. We intended to bring them to San Matthias later. But first, we wanted to examine them in order to obtain as much information as possible. You can go and take a look in the shack if you want to. But I couldn't find any traces of forced entry.
I imagine someone was keeping watch over them.
Of course, we took turns guarding the shack. But some of us can't have taken the task that seriously. If I remember correctly, it was Brother Virgil who was guarding them that night.
Okay.
Whom do you suspect of being the thief?
Alas, I'm afraid there are many suspects. These tablets are priceless relics. Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit. The heretical natives of Vedlug may have wanted to take them away from us. Or it could have been vengeance by those who had to leave the village.
Well, thank you for these pieces of information.
I am the one who should be thanking you. Especially if you managed to retrieve the tablets for us.
Thank you. I will...
Okay. Need to talk to this guy now. Guy who was keeping guard, I think.
I'm handling the investigation into the theft of the tablets. Sister Eugenia told me to talk to you.
I'm Brother Virgil. What would you like to know?
According to your colleague, you were the one in charge of guarding the tablets on the night of the theft. Is that right?
Indeed.
What can you tell me about that night? Did you hear or see anything?
No, nothing in particular. The night was quiet, and then, after, we saw they were gone.
Someone had to enter the shack to steal the tablets. How did that happen?
I have no idea. The door was closed in the morning, and the lock was intact.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Not really. What I can tell you for sure is it is not one of us.
Well, Sister Eugenia did tell me that the tablets were priceless.
Of course. But our motivation is not the lure of profit. All that matters to us is their value as proof, not the money we could make out of them.
Do you think the culprit could be a native?
Well, since none of us did it, it seems obvious. There aren't many other settlers around here, and the natives knew of the existence of these tablets before we found them. They were attached to them too, in their own way.
They are the ones who led you to them.
Well, we conducted the research, but they helped us find where they were hidden. Some inhabitants of the village are still giving us a hand with our work.
Well, thank you. I will investigate where the theft took place.
As you wish. But you won't find anything there. And why does it matter, anyway? There were witnesses to the discovery of these tablets. We have all the proof we need. And that's all that matters.
What do you mean?
Now we can prove Saint Matthias lived here. Our actions on this island are justified. To keep rummaging the way Sister Eugenia does will only create more tensions with the natives.
I was not expecting a theologian to say such things.
Okay.
Have you been in Eden for a long time?
I think he's full of shit.
Months, approximately.
I think there was something on the tablets that he doesn't like. Therefore, he made them
Joined Sister
disappear.
Eugenia's team with some of my colleagues, so we could give them a fresh outlook on things. We arrived straight from Ptolemy, hoping to study some new texts. But once we were here, I understood that my real mission was with the islanders. We must bring the light to this island.
You talked about a mission with the natives. What did you mean by that?
I may be under the command of Sister Eugenia here, but my superior is Bishop Domitius. Our mission is to banish pagan cults and convert the entire population to the light. The island belongs to Saint Matthias, and therefore to Ptolemy, since the god of light offered it to our founder.
You have a very unique way of seeing things. I doubt everyone accepts it. How are your relations with the natives?
When I arrived, we were still trying to obtain information from them about Saint Matthias, but they were very reluctant to give us any answers. We were also trying to educate them. Our attempts eventually made some of the inhabitants of the village react badly. Most stubborn against our teachings, the warriors, and the marked. The ones the natives call the Onomanawi. They eventually left, and it has proved nothing but a blessing for us. I would like to go back to work now, if you don't mind.
Of course. I will leave you to your work. Goodbye.
Okay, so it still wants us to talk to this lady, so let's do it.
Can I ask you some questions? The Mother Cardinal told me that this village had been developed on the basis of St. Lucius's writings. Are you one of the theologians who helped in its creation?
Yes. I was sent here to confirm that this place is indeed the one...
That guy in the background is going ham with the axe and working at it for hours.
What was the reaction of the natives when you arrived here?
Most of them were not in favor of us living amongst them. They were afraid we might chase them out of their own village. And there were even more protests once we started talking about searching for traces of Saint Matthias. I suppose they thought we would destroy all of their raised stones and other places of superstition.
Were there any confrontations with the natives?
Yes. The warriors of the village attacked us. The Ordo Luminous actually had to intervene. The Inquisition managed to make them run away. The islanders tried to attack again with the support of Vedlug, but we stood our ground. And when Lur, the chief of the village, finally accepted our presence, things calmed down.
Thank you. This information will certainly prove to be useful. Thank you. I will let you work. I knew that the story would be more complex than we'd been told.
The priests separated this village into two parts. The exiles must be broken-hearted, having left their clan behind.
On the other hand, had they followed their chief's example, this wouldn't have happened. Either way, the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur. There is only one entrance and the door shows no evidence of a break-in.
Brother Virgil can't have cared less about these relics. He must have fallen asleep on duty. And then, someone must have just stolen the keys from him.
It's very likely that that's what happened, but someone must have informed them. It can't be a coincidence that they decided to steal it during the watch of the only neglectful guard.
So, we have to find their accomplice, the one that informed them, and who must be in the village.
We know that this theft could be an act of vengeance by the natives who were forced to leave here. They must still have allies in the village, family or friends. We should go talk to the chief of the natives. He will certainly know who is close to the exiles, and enough about the researchers to inform them.
Chief again, okay. Let's do it. I think I went the wrong way there. I've gone up. So more native accent is gonna happen. Nothing we can do about that.
You have returned on Almanawi.
Let's skip this.
I think I know who stole the tablets.
Really?
I believe those who were exiled from your village seek vengeance because the missionaries forced them to leave. They must have taken the tablets with the help of someone else who stayed here.
You may be right, but you may also be wrong.
You do well to tell me what you know. Once the priests have reached the same conclusions as I have, how do you think they will interrogate you?
You're probably right. The Inquisitors would come back, and my people would suffer. I do not want to break the peace that I did all I could to make. I think the name of the woman you are looking for is Vindwal. She helps the priests who seek the old sage.
If she's helping the priests, why would she betray them now?
Her son is one of the warriors who had to leave the village. He is filled with anger and fury. If you go talk to her, please, do not hurt her. She is but a mother who acted according to her son's wishes.
I have no intention of hurting her, but things may not be so simple when it comes to her son. I have to go.
Okay, where is this lady? There is another village in this area, I think it might be here. No, she's inside the settlement, right?
Greetings. Are you Vindwal?
Bird Tier Tumad. Yes, that is me. What do you want?
Listen, I know you helped the exiles to steal the tablets of Saint Matthias.
No, this is not true. It wasn't me.
There's no point in denying it. I know you did it for your son who had to leave the village.
If you know that, then you know that I don't have the tablets. So what do you want from me?
The only means of alleviating the situation with Teleme is to give the priests their tablets back. So, if you don't want your son to suffer their wrath, it would be best if I could retrieve them discreetly.
Bran and the rest of the exiles are hiding in the woods, beyond the stone circle. If you want to take the tablets away from them without being seen, do not take the path on the left. It is riddled with traps. And please, do not hurt my son.
Ah, that sounds like a stealth segment. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a stealth segment. Well, this quest is just peachy, isn't it? Listening to natives all day and then having to do stealth on top of all that. I guess we go around. No, this is not accessible. Okay, we can go through here. One circle. Oh yeah, there is a beast. I think this might be a quest one. Maybe. Alright. It hits pretty hard. Let's do a stun. Pick one. This one is really armored quite well. I might need to whittle down the small ones first. Might actually shoot. Okay, good hit. Gonna have to do shield. Still, it didn't help me much. Need to drink a potion. And my companions are shreked. Gonna shoot them. Okay, one of them is down. I think this was the boss thing, right? Not actually sure. Oh, there's a nest. Make it explode, right? It's like a Witcher thing. Nests. We need to destroy another one. Alright. So, yeah, we need to go this way. And the native woman told us do not take the path to the right, because it's riddled with traps. We'll try to avoid that one then. But still, we are going to have to...
The exiles must be near.
I hope you don't intend to fight them. They've already had to leave their families and their homes. They've suffered enough.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
Remember that we were told the area on the left was a trap. It
Oh
would
yeah.
be better to take the other path.
It was left, not right. It's okay, the traps are pretty obvious. I just hope they are not gonna stare directly at this entrance. Are there any natives? They might actually just come out of the woodwork once we take these.
There, we found them. Now all that's left to do is to return to Eden.
Gonna still go through the traps. I think that's the fastest way. Yeah, that's a native.
What are you doing here?
I was worried for my son. I wanted to make sure that everything was fine.
I think so. I managed to retrieve the tablets discreetly.
I am glad to hear that you managed to retrieve them. I will go talk to my son now. He needs to stop seeking revenge and find a new clan.
That would indeed be wiser. Vengeance has no positive repercussions.
Yeah, I actually did not even notice any natives. It's possible the left path was actually a great choice. So we didn't really have to even encounter them. Yeah, let's go straight to the village, I think. Gonna turn this quest in and then scout the rest of this map, most likely. Ooh, fungus, that's good. What we make ammunition out of. Is there a nest here? I don't think so. There is gonna be one somewhere. That's going to be the second part of our contract, but when we scout the map properly, we should be able to find everything. Let's drop a save.
I retrieved your relics.
Thank you. Thank you immensely. Thanks to them, we will be able to continue our research on St. Matthias.
I am curious to know who is responsible for this theft. The culprit must be brought to justice.
I do not want to point the finger at anyone. You have your relics back, and that's the only thing that matters.
Your indulgence honors you. But how can we be certain that these thieves will not strike again if they are not punished?
Had you respected this village, you would not have to look for a culprit. You settled here without even asking those who lived here for their opinion on the matter. Instead of talking about harmony, start taking action to really make it happen.
But that is precisely what we desire more than anything. We may have been a bit clumsy in the beginning, but we'll make sure to improve things in the future. You really were a great help. I would be most grateful if you agreed to continue helping us.
I might come back at some point, but alas, I'm very busy.
Naturally. Either way, we are certainly capable of continuing our research without you.
Actually, I must go back to my work. Our next expedition must depart as soon as possible.
Your next expedition?
Our brave researchers must continue to follow the tracks of our founder on this island. In the meantime, here, take this as a token of gratitude for the help you gave us.
Thank you. I hope your expedition will be a success.
Here we go, some gold. More important that we got some experience out of it. And next up, yeah. So we need to progress the main quest in order to get progression in this one. This one is gonna be pretty important later, so it's good that we did this. However, there's still a part of this map that we haven't scouted yet, so we're gonna have to go there. And make absolutely sure that we don't forget to go to the left as well, I think. There might be the other monsters we need to kill. I'd like to complete that contract if possible. I think maybe this is just an exit point. Yes. Alright. Unfortunately now even the grinding actually goes very slowly, so it's not great. Still gonna fight anything we can encounter. Since this is a new area, it's probably gonna result in some enemies showing up. Do we go down? I think the nest is bound to be somewhere around here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I might have to just shoot. Yeah, this one is mean. Okay, one down. Still a bunch of them, so just continue to shoot. Yeah, out of combat. Okay, great. Just marvelous. Just wasted a bunch of ammunition because they immediately regenerate when that happens. Going to stun them though. The big one is dead. That's good. There is another one somewhere. But if I go there, it's gonna end the combat. So I'll just wait until they kill it. It's definitely not an easy contract to do. These monsters can be insanely rough to deal with. What's the other contract we have here? I don't remember. These are weak, at least, I think. Shouldn't be a big problem to deal with them. They don't really have that much armor. They do hit pretty hard still. You? Okay, good hit. Combat's over. So where do we go from here? Another village. That's a main quest actually. We could do it, it's just to get the healer for our cousin, so we should do it. But first let's take a look in here. Can also take a look at our contract. Traveler's Grave, that could be here. The deer. That's an exit point. Looks like this is gonna be cut off, yeah. Alright, let's go to the Missionary Camp, I guess. Or the village. The body may be somewhere over there, or actually here. I'm gonna probably check it out. We would need more XP to get better. My stats still suck a lot. Need to invest into all the things. Okay, there are some bats. I suppose we could handle them. These are the basic ones, right? Yeah. They don't even have armor. But they still have the poison attack, so that can be pretty annoying. My companions really got shreked there. Go ahead. You have to shoot it. These bats are incredibly annoying to deal with. Strange how the companions always get shreked. Usually not even a question associated with it. At least sometimes they manage to do some damage. So are we going the right way? Yeah, that is the entrance. Somewhere around here. Cannot go under. Alright. That's it for fungus. I think we should take it for the ammunition. No sense talking to these, but we'll talk to the native, I think. The main thing we need to do, so might as well get it over it so we don't have to come here again.
Good day. Are you the wise man of this village?
Burt tir dumad renaikse. Oi and the donegad. Yes.
I would like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind.
The people of your island are constantly asking questions, yet reject any answers that displease them. Questions have no value when one already claims to know the answers.
But
it is your case. You believe you know the answers. You seek only their echo. Answer your own questions. At least then the answers will please you, and we shall be done with your foolishness.
that is not what I...
Qua awelemseg. May your answers fill your day with bounty.
He doesn't want to talk to us, whatever. At least it will maybe disappear from the map. No. It leads us to the chief. Alright. He might have something for us to do, I suppose. Might do an guy to try to talk to us.
What do you seek?
Can you tell me something about your beliefs?
We believe that we are part of an everything, and that life depends on a balance that comes from this everything. Our strength is drawn from that which we protect, all that surrounds us, and that which surrounds us feeds and protects us in return.
What can you tell me about your rituals?
Ah, I have heard this question before. You sound like the Mind Shaker woman. The rituals are the business of the Donegada, not of the Renoigse. Anything more?
Concerning this story about a cult.
Enough. Enough questions. I have not...
Okay. This is a main quest as well. We need to question inhabitants of the village. Maybe we shouldn't do it yet. I'm not sure. Let's take a look at our quests. No, we really don't have much else. I guess we might as well proceed with this then. I don't think we can mark this on our map. I could do... Yeah, we should... I don't know which actually comes first. Let's just finish this since we are here. I've talked to various natives, right?
Leave me be. Even your... Can't you leave us alone?
Birtir to Madrenaikse.
Good day.
Do you want something?
Could you answer a few questions?
Questions. It is a word that you adore. Let us play a game. If you answer my questions, I will answer yours.
If it's the only way to get answers, then let's play.
I am pleased. We will have fun. But beware, no lies. What name is given the place from where you come?
I come from Serene, a grand city on the continent of Gikane.
Really? It is possible that you come from there, but I believe that this is not your land. Your turn.
Let's start simple.
Your village seems different than the others. Why is that?
Each village is different than the others. It is the reflection of those who live in it and of all that surrounds it. Verdlug is the village of the lightning-struck wood in your language.
Why do you call it that?
It is said that there was once a great fire that burned all the surrounding woods caused by a storm. But one tree that burns nourishes a new tree, greener and stronger than before the forest returns. We are like her. Even wounded, we rise again, stronger than we were before. Our warriors are known for this by all clans. They fear us. Let's try something else. Are you on Olmenawi with your land? Or did you inherit your link from your parents?
I'm not bound. Or at least I haven't done anything in particular to bind myself.
Then it was your parents. One of them at least must have been Donegad. Your turn.
Could you tell me more about your beliefs?
What a strange question. I don't believe. I know. Nature is alive. A forest is like a village. Every river, every rock, every beast, the land itself, all live, all speak to us. In exchange for these gifts, we honor her. Give her our dead. This is the way of things. We do everything in our power to protect her. It was fun. More than with a woman who makes light. She did not want to play.
Okay, she only answered a few. I suppose there are gonna be more natives that are cooperative. Just think these surrounding the tree are really not the ones we should talk to. What is the marker? Just question inhabitants, right? There are more? Yeah, might try some more. Maybe warriors? I doubt that, but give it a shot. No, none of these.
You have a strange stare, Renaikse. Leave me alone.
I'm pretty sure it's these natives that are on the outskirts.
Birtir Dumad, Anal Manawi. What do you want?
What can you tell me about your rituals?
Our rituals? Nothing. Nothing at all. They do not concern me. I am not a Denegad. Even you should be able to tell that. Why you bother me with these questions? I am only a gatherer. Go and bother someone else.
Tell me about the missionaries that came here. Those who wear the symbol of the sun on their clothing.
When they came, they spoke about their bright and shiny god. They told us we were wrong. Said that nature was just nature, and not to be worshipped. These men know nothing. We ignored them. They finally left, and then the woman came to us. She sniffed around everywhere, asking many questions, just like you. I was told that she tried to enter my own home. I even saw her trying to follow me in the woods. She must be careful. It is easy to get lost in the woods, or cross paths with wild beasts.
This question will seem strange to you, but Do you know anything about a demon?
A demon?
A dark spirit, if you prefer.
No. There is no such thing as dark spirits. Your question is not strange. Foolish, perhaps.
What can you tell me about the beliefs of your village?
The beliefs of the village? That is a strange question for an Onol Manawi. Our beliefs are the same as those of the other clans. We believe in the earth that carries us and feeds on our dead, in the rain that quenches us and drowns us, in the beasts that feed us and in those that eat us. I do not know what more I can say to you. Everyone shares these beliefs.
I must leave now. Thank you for your help.
Just talk to the missionaries. I don't really want to help them much against the natives. I'm not sure though. I don't really like care about the side factions all that much. I'm pretty sure they will just carry on with their stuff, and it's not like this game really offers us many choices usually. We'll see.
Anything new?
No. The investigation has gone stale. The villagers won't even engage in conversation with me now. Perhaps you should talk to them. They may speak to you.
I managed to exchange a few words with some villagers, but I admit they don't seem keen to talk.
And did they tell you anything worth sharing?
I know little more about their beliefs. They worship nature and do not intend to change. It is certainly different from the luminous faith, but it's hardly demonic worship. Yet, there's something strange about this village. One of the villagers that spoke with me seemed truly worried. On edge, even.
I think I know of whom you speak. A man always looking over his shoulder. He often sneaks out of the village like a thief. I attempted to follow him, but he always eludes me. I tried to get into his hut to see if he was hiding anything, but someone was always there.
Then we should give it a try. Perhaps we'll fare better.
That fellow was really nervous. Perhaps we should try and search his house to see what he's hiding.
He doesn't look inclined to let us in. We'll have to distract him.
We could break one of his pots. That would keep him busy.
Make one of his spots.
I can pretend to be clumsy, but we'll have to work fast, and it will only work once.
You could do the girl. Ask her for help.
Do you want something?
Might I ask you a few questions about the villagers?
More questions? You really like this game. You really do.
If we could avoid the...
Very well. But be brief then, because it is not good fun.
What can you tell me about that man down there? I spoke to him, and he seemed nervous.
Don't hold it against him. The people of the light have already questioned us. That makes him distrustful. He is a man of few words, but he is devoted to the village and listens to the Dene god with great attention. He is a gatherer, but everyone knows he wants to become the next Voglendijk, the next servant of Dene god.
Where does this man live?
Down there. His dwelling is right in front of my own.
I would like to take a look inside.
What? Why would you want to do that? It is his home. You have nothing to do there if you are not invited.
I really must go inside. I need to clarify something. If you can help us.
This request is strange. I know it is for you as well, but we must prove that the suspicions cast upon
Yeah,
our village.
because we have Sierra, we might succeed actually.
We will not give up their search without this.
Very well. I shall distract him, but be discreet.
We would have a lot of trouble otherwise.
Full of what you find there. Be good.
She's gonna go and help us with distracting him. Where he even is though? Oh yeah, up here. Him, right? Yeah. Gonna do it. Go on.
The Sengedin Anadas are known for being terrifying on the battlefield. Perhaps they wear masks such as this one.
I wouldn't like to cross paths in a dark alleyway with someone wearing a mask like this.
It's definitely very creepy. Is it everything we can glean? No. Oh, there's a dead body.
Incredibly morbid. I wonder what sort of spirit could be venerated in this way.
This sort of offering and its seals resembles nothing that we call upon in our rituals. I have never seen anything like it. It is a troubling sight.
This painting is frightening. Evoking war. A massacre. A bloodbath under the likeness of a grimacing face.
I do not believe in all those demon stories, but all these horrors do make you think.
We should go tell Sister Ephesia about it. She will have some advice for us.
I don't suppose we can just talk to the natives about it? No. Alright. Suppose there's gonna be barbecue time. No, don't go down here. Where is the... yeah, this way. Alright.
Did you learn anything?
No, nothing more.
I was able to sneak into the hut of our mystery man.
And what did you discover?
Some troubling things. A ritual mask, a rather morbid altar, and a fresco depicting a massacre.
By the Enlightened. To think these unholy things were so near. Finally, the proof we need that there's a blood-worshipping cult here. They cannot perform their heinous pagan rituals in the village, and I'm certain that it's where our nervous friend sneaks off to. I fail to find where he goes, but you have already proven more competent than I.
I shall try. Hopefully he won't lead us into a trap.
Thank you for your help. And good luck.
I somehow doubt it's as straightforward as we think. Hide at the village exit and wait until nightfall. Okay, at least it should let us just wait, hopefully, because I cannot really wait around here. Maybe at the campsite would have been possible.
Here we could hide and wait. We would be able to see where this sleepless boy goes during nightfall.
Wake up, he's coming.
Okay. So he already went this way. And we need to talk to Petrus at some point. Alright. Gonna be his last objective, maybe? Maybe 2 missions actually, I don't know. Okay, he is there. Not sure if he saw us. It looked like it. But I'm pretty sure the quest would be failed at that point. Maybe it was just waiting for us to catch up. There are bats. He doesn't seem to fight them. But we will certainly have to. Knocked out one. Companions are not doing great. Vasco might actually help out a little bit. Yeah. That's a big one. Collect the things. You'll still need money. Might as well collect everything. Go up here and make sure you don't actually Fail the quest. Drop a save. He is on the clearing. Maybe that's actually the end point of our travel. Might be.
Where could our man have gone?
Yeah.
Must have gone through this door, made out of roots.
Door made of roots? Oh yeah, it is. Maybe a guardian. Doesn't really look good.
What's happening? You are so pale. Did the lightning-struck tree speak to you?
In a way. I saw many images. They were so real. As if I was the tree itself.
Do tell. This vision is surely the key.
Oh
to
no,
the
this
world.
is a
I
puzzle.
was this tree, and my branches were shaken by a storm.
This is a freaking puzzle.
They hurt terribly. The heavens caught fire several times, and I felt the lightning striking.
So just to be clear, this mission.
Sinister warmth took hold of my entire body in an instant, and flames.
After he talks, I need to get the hints.
All was calm, and I had a taste of cinder in my mouth. In spite of this, I continued to feel. And the rain began to fall on my roots, and at the very heart of my being I felt the sap begin to flow again. A shoot appeared on my darkened roots. Then the vision dissipated. I have never experienced anything like it before.
So just to be clear, this mission has 3 of my absolute favorite things in it. It's got to be a whole bunch of native accents. It has to be stealth segments. It has to be freaking puzzles in games like this. There are like, how many? 8? These, and you need to press them in the correct manner. It's insane. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. At least not without cheating. By finding out the answers on Google.
This stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it's supposed to evoke death. This stone has an image of the moon.
If you choose poorly, it's gonna be monsters spawning in, I'm pretty sure.
This drawing looks like an infant. The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. The drawing on this stone resembles a symbol that must represent the earth. This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water. This stone bears the image of a storm, or perhaps the wind. The drawing on this stone represents lightning. Here this looks like a snowflake. The snow, or maybe ice.
You are a freaking snowflake. Alright, let's take a look at the Google. How is this quest even called? Demonical Cult. Alright. Yeah, it's the first thing that comes up when you try to type that in. If you get the order wrong, then you're going to have to contend with some enemies that are more annoying than nasty, right? So it's wind, lightning, fire, death, water, life. Wind, lightning, fire, death.
The drawing on this stone resembles a symbol that must represent the earth.
Fire.
On this stone, the sun is visible.
What is a freaking wind? Out of these, there is no wind. This, even the solution to this puzzle is a puzzle. What is wind and lightning? This is life.
This drawing looks like an infant. Could it be
Fire.
life?
What is that? This is water.
This stone bears the image of a storm, or perhaps the wind.
This is a wind. Alright. It's done. Next up. Lightning. And then fire. Lightning. Fire is over here. It's water, right? Fire is this. No. Death, I think.
Here this looks like a snowflake.
Death, water, life.
The snow, or maybe ice.
Is that?
The drawing on this stone resembles a symbol that must represent the earth.
Life.
On this stone, the
Sun, moon. Death?
This stone is blackened, eaten away.
Yeah. Death. Water, life? Yes, water and life. So some of these stones you don't even use, really? Really annoying. Alright. And life. Yes.
You did it right by awakening these stones in the right order.
This could have taken like 2 hours. Without the help of ever knowing Google. More natives, alright. I don't actually think they are gonna be demonic cult, but I might be mistaken.
Quiet. Close duis, atuda yam canadedole, tadulan vorandi, alaunales again ole vei. Closi garamam italami olflinau ich egrem. Closi cadem dientis olarabeni.
Okay, I take it back.
Vanqua sakengedem fradem adigalem. Linquid winterbo so galansani. Tugombenis gremos nigawi. Renkasi crimaderem denegao edent. Clos duis, aruyect nes diri.
It's the lightning tree. En onmeal Frichtamen. Frichtamen, that's the spirit of the island, I think.
What a strange ritual. I have never seen anything like it. The rituals of my village are not quite as scary.
In any case, Teleme's story suddenly sounds way more plausible. The Denegat who performed the ritual was the villagers. We should go talk to Deirdre.
Dedra is the chief, right? Yeah, I think we should just leave it to the freaking natives. I think the Inquisitors are gonna burn everybody. But I really don't believe that they are doing necessarily like demon worship, anything like that. The spirit of the island is actually like not beneficial, but it's actually what makes things happen. An entity like a god, so it's freaking real, unlike the god of the sun worshippers.
What do you seek?
We found your sanctuary and assisted in one of your blood rituals. Was the apparition we witnessed the demon the priests were?
It is clear as these priests know nothing, and you know nothing.
The ritual. I've never seen anything like it. I hoped you'd be able to explain what they were trying to achieve. As you can see, My companion is not a Renaigse like the others. He bears our likeness. Please share your knowledge with us. Grant us the chance to understand.
Very well. I'll attempt to help you make sense of what you witnessed. The ritual you saw is a ceremony to summon forth the strength of our warriors. Our people have always lived in harmony with nature. Our very existence revolves around her. She talks to us and takes on many faces. What you've witnessed is just one of many. Confronting the threat that the Renoigsi make up, we called them for their blessing, and they appeared to us.
Can we contact them? I mean, is communication possible?
What you witnessed was not a discussion. But if you visit a sanctuary, you may see one of the faces, and then you will be able to talk. Pass the mountains and head to the swamps. There, if you perform the ritual, you will see them come. Though what you will hear may not be to your liking.
Okay. Find the sanctuary indicated by Daedra. Yes, that's another main quest. I think before we proceed with it, we should probably take a look at the Hikmet quest. Find Scholar's Expiration Camp. And then we are gonna do Suffering of Constantine, just to advance each storyline by one, as to not screw everything up, because that could totally happen. Where is the travel stone in this village? Actually, yeah, it was there, but there is a campsite as well. I'm gonna probably use that instead. Travel, looks like our quarry is here. Smoldering River Camp, is this the... Alright, I'm gonna have to talk to Petrus. It's kinda annoying because Sierra is actually pretty important to lug around, but we are gonna be speaking with... Actually, I don't know. Are there gonna be natives? There might be. Let's talk to Petrus. What does he want?
I'm happy you came to find me. Allow me to apologize once again. I should have spoken to you sooner, told you what I knew, and not betrayed your trust.
Indeed, you should have.
As I said, I'd like to make up for it and help you find your family again.
How do you intend to do that?
As you now know, I knew your mother. We had trouble communicating at first, of course, but we gradually learned to understand one another. She was important in her village. Based on what I know today, I think she was...
Okay, Petrus, you're chill. Yeah.
And told me
it's not very uptight bishop at all.
Gave me a pendant for you. You were only a child, so I gave it to Mrs. de Sade for safekeeping.
She gave me a necklace when I went to say goodbye to her. She said it was a family heirloom. Did my mother tell you the name of her village?
No. But I'm sure the Nords can help us. They were the ones who took your mother to the continent.
It was such a long time ago. How can I find out if they remember?
The Nords record everything down to the gentlest breeze. They must have written something in a logbook somewhere. So, do you want to try and find out where you come from? Do you want to find your relatives?
Yes. All this is so new to me, but I suppose so, yes.
Let's go then.
Alright. Who do we swap? I think Vasco is a nod. He's gonna be pretty instrumental. I think I'm gonna keep him actually and do the Petrus quest first because it's a side thing. And also, let's talk to the merchant. Does he have? This sword is not necessarily better. It would have one less armor damage and also ones for agility, so that's not happening. But unfortunately, he doesn't really have like great things. Archivus. No. Cannot even use it. What about... Yeah. Helmet, nothing useful. This is Nothing useful, I don't think. It's not gonna be better, I don't think. Gauntlets, also verse. Grenadier officers. Gooses. Verse. Alright, let's just buy some ammunition. Be not with him. And let's travel. We're gonna have to travel where Petrus wants us to go. Yeah, let's take a look at the camp. Travel. Petrus wants us to go to New City. Alright. Admiral. I think Admiral actually likes us. Maybe she will even let us know. But I somehow doubt it. Always stealth missions. Yeah, let's talk to Admiral first.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I have come to talk to you about a personal matter.
After what I revealed to you, I was sure you would come back to find me. What would you like to know?
You told me that I was born on one of your ships, of an islander captured on the island.
We'd like to know about this woman's origins.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I did not take part in those expeditions, and our old archives are far from here.
Is there no one on Tiefredi who can help us? Please.
Very well. I do know an old captain who could perhaps help you out.
Where can he be found?
His ship is moored in the port of Hikmet, if I'm not mistaken. His name is Captain Lissandro.
Didn't we already talk to him about something? I don't really remember, but...
Too caught up in the past. That one in particular. Nothing good will come of it.
Oh, we still need to discover.
To get caught up in it, Admiral. The past always catches up with us. Sadly, I'm paying the price of this.
Okay, we can travel from here, fortunately. Hikmet is right there, so go there. Gonna do the travel break again, but we are gonna just go straight here. Gonna drop us off at our residence in Hikmet, which is not exactly great.
Thank the enlightened that a captain who took part in these expeditions is right here on the island.
And he's going to be here.
I hope he remembers my mother.
I think there is gonna be...
If his memory fails him, he may have kept his diary.
This quest might lead us to investigations here about the native experimentation we heard about before, but I'm not sure about that. As always, let's take a look at this. Yeah, let's just blast some of this wall open. Okay, why is this here? Should question it, just go. There he is.
Hello, Captain. Well now, what fair wind blows you into port?
Admiral Cabral advised me to speak to you about a matter of some concern to me.
The Admiral? Coming from a legate, I should have expected that. So?
You are the only one on this island that can help me.
Really? Oh, I think I understand. That's why your face looked familiar. The congregation is good at keeping its secrets, isn't it? This story is not a new one.
25 years. 25 years since the Nauts brought a woman who was captured on this island to Serene.
I remember, and yet it wasn't the first time. But on that occasion, a child was born.
So you can understand why we'd like to learn where this captive came from.
Yes, yes. I have seen more than a few Nauts looking for their parents. But what have you got to do with all this?
I met that woman in Serene. I got to know her well.
Listen, it's not that I don't want to help you, but my memory is no longer what it was. I wasn't the captain at the time. I wasn't the one who decided where we moored the ship. So I don't see how I can help you find out where this woman came from.
From one captain to another, if you would allow me.
Captain Vasco? I'm listening.
You said it yourself. A child was born at that particular time. A seaborn. And we always help one of our own.
Very well. I need to look in my old logbooks. I'm sure I'll find something. Wait for me here.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
My old logbook. There's a passage in it that would probably interest you. Your mother came from a village on the plains in the southeast of the island. I'm talking about a place where the bones of the whale are visible from the coast. I believe the natives call it Vignamri.
Thank you for this information, Captain.
It's nothing. I'm getting sentimental in my old age. Good luck to you.
So here you are on the verge of discovering your
Yeah, that was pretty straightforward. But what I want to say.
I don't really know. I'm a little lost, I suppose.
Yeah, right. We are a very strange character apparently. We are.
Mrs. de Sade was loving. She raised you with tenderness. And today you learn she is not your real mother. I'm sorry.
What I want to say. Yeah, we are the legate of the congregation because we are adopted into the de Sade family. But also we are partially native, apparently. Also, we are seaborn because we were born on a ship, and no tradition is that any children born on their ships are actually seaborn and are supposed to become nodes. And it somehow looks like Petrus had some romantic relationship with our mother. I think the game wants us to believe that we are actually entangled in all the factions, maybe. At least that's what I'm drawing from this. Not sure if I'm totally off, but certainly seems like it. Where am I going? Yeah, right, residence. Let's travel. Actually, we are gonna be talking to natives now, so let's like Siora. No. Don't. Just switch. Basco for Siora. We already gained the help of a node, so maybe now native will come in handy. Where is the hut? Right here.
To what do I owe the
Everyone already likes us. We helped him quite a bit.
I recently found out that my mother came from your village.
Your mother was from Vignamri. Now I understand why your face seems so familiar to me.
Indeed. She was captured before my birth and sent to the continent.
She was called Arelwyn. Did you know her?
Of course. Everyone here remembers her kidnapping.
Could you tell me more about that?
I was not the head of the clan back then. It was a very long time ago, but I remember the village Denegad. Kidnapped by the people of the sea. All our warriors set off to her rescue. But it was all in vain. Most of them died, including the one she loved. It was a dark day, in which our village lost its knowledge and strength in one blow.
So my father died too. Do you know if any members of my family are still alive?
Yes, Slan, your mother's sister. She then became our Donegad. She was never able to match her sister's talent. Too much knowledge had been lost. Relwyn was a renowned healer across all of Tiafradi. Taking her place was not an easy task.
It's not surprising that she was of interest to the congregation. They probably hoped she could help them find a cure for the Malachor. But all alone, far from the island. She was just a young, frightened woman who had lost all her powers.
Do you know where I can find my aunt?
You could try her house, but she's rarely there. She is an elderly woman now, and very much enjoys her own company. She doesn't speak much to me, but others here can probably tell you where to find her.
Thank you, Ulan.
Anything else?
Nothing. I must go.
Okay. Yeah, let's proceed with this. quite important to our character here, so we should solve it. Not to mention the probable experience.
Seems quite friendly compared to the others we've run into.
A bit too friendly, if you ask me. A little too concerned with pleasing the settlers.
And you think that's a bad thing?
He reminds me of myself when I was younger. And that's not a compliment. My fear is that he serves his own ambition. And this is often done at the expense of others. There's no one here. Let's go and ask the inhabitants of the village if they know where to find her.
The islanders protect their Donegada. I don't know if they'll speak to some Renaigse.
Don't forget, you are one of them after all.
Hello.
Renaigse. Do you need help, Renaigse?
Yes. I'm looking for the village.
Can you increase the character's voice volume? Yes, I will do it.
And what do you want from her?
Just after this
Could help
concludes.
me find someone.
Ulan must have wanted to play a dirty trick on you. There's no love lost between Ulan and the Donegad. She says that he loves the people from your island too much. But Ulan saved our village. Anyway, if you want to find her, try heading towards the western plains. I am not sure if she is there right now, but she likes going for walks there.
I'm extremely grateful.
Okay, they cooperated. I think it's an issue because Caesar is actually usually quite loud compared to this game, so my settings are quite off, I think. This is all maximum volume. I might try to disabling some of this, making the... Yeah, let's keep master. Did we switch it? No. Save it. Yes. And then I'm going to buff this up and you tell me if it's better. Let's just talk to Siora, for example.
Karans, do you need something?
I've never heard you talk about your father. Who was he?
He was the Donegad of our clan.
Might need slightly
He
more.
died many cycles ago, but this memory is still painful. So we usually avoid the subject.
What happened to him?
He was killed as he tried to escape the lions who wanted to capture him. My mother never really recovered from it. This is one of the reasons why she decided to go to war. Anything else?
I must leave you. See you later.
Alright, and we have the hint, right? Where is the lines? Isn't this the monster place? Yeah, I think this is where the guardian was. This is probably pretty close to it. I can actually go there on foot. I need to kill something on the way just to get some XP anyway, so might be good for us. I definitely don't feel like I'm that strong yet. So a little bit of grinding is probably necessary at this point. I'm not gonna go out of my way, but if we find anything, I'm gonna kill it. I think I can now access this chest actually. I'm not sure if it's gonna contain anything really of note, but I'm still gonna give it a shot. It's a side thing, so we should do it.
I need a bit of practice.
Okay, I'm still a Muppet, sorry for that. I think... Oh no, Sierra is not our friend yet, which means we don't get the vigor. Yeah. Unfortunately, Sierra really didn't give us any quests for a long time, so that's a bummer. A lot of fungus here actually, that's good. 3 hoof fungus, it's gonna be plenty of ammunition. Let's kill these wolf bears. I think a stun would be good. Maybe it's not necessary. They do knock me around a little bit, but they cannot really punch through the armor very well. Big one might be a slight problem. Petrus is trying to smack it.
There's a woman over there, surrounded by animals. It looks
Oh
like...
yeah. Okay, she's getting attacked by the animal.
How do you feel, madam?
Well, thank you for stepping in. I don't understand what has happened. Usually these animals accept me. Something must have frightened them.
Again, speech
We are glad
impediment.
we arrived at the right time. We would have been very upset if something had happened to you.
Excuse me, but are you Slan, the Denegad of Vignamri?
Yes, that's me. Were you looking for me?
Yes, we were. If you would allow us, we'd like to accompany you and tell our story along the way.
Very well. I will walk by your side.
This is the story we have pieced together.
I just can't believe it. Yet, if I think about it, your face reminds me of hers.
My mother, or rather, the woman who raised me, gave me this necklace.
Relwyn gave it to me, to give to her child, and I passed it on to Mrs. de Sade.
It looks familiar. Your father had given it to your mother when they bound. It's good that you are wearing it today. My poor beloved Relwyn, who died far away from us all, and divorced Tierce. I still miss her so much.
She wanted me to help her die. But I was unable to do such a thing. Someone would have figured it out. I would have been sent back to Ptolemy, and I would have lost everything. So I watched her suffer. And one day she died.
Petrus, I cannot hold it against you for letting her live.
No, you don't understand. I loved her. I loved her, and I didn't even have the strength to end her suffering. She's the only woman I've ever loved.
I never would have guessed.
Everyone loved Relwyn. She was marvelous. You cannot blame yourself, man of the light. What's more, you brought me her child. For that alone, she would forgive you if she were among us. All is well now. The child of Tia Fradi has returned home, and with him, the spirit of his mother. You are home, my Magum. Welcome.
Petrus, I wanted to thank you.
Thank me? Despite everything you know about me?
You may have been a bit cowardly in the past, to the point of letting the woman you loved suffer. You were manipulative, and you lied to everyone, including yourself. But thanks to what you've told me, I've been able to find my family and my origins. And for that, I thank you.
My child. What you're saying touches me more than you can imagine. At least I've done something good, for once in my deceitful life. For you, and for her. I hope the Enlightened will remember this when I stand before him.
Okay, he's friendly now. I'm gonna take a look what is his bonus. I don't think it's anything really important. It's probably something pretty shit. Oh, he has charisma, right? So, how many points do we have in it? Charisma level 2. We do have this plus, which means I'm getting something out of my gear, probably. Charisma from the cloak. Yeah, right. It's useless. I'm gonna have to reshuffle my points at some point. I don't think I have a memory crystal. No. It's probably gonna come from main quest progression. But good. We managed to get something out of this. And Petrus's quest is done, I think. He might have one more for us. Sometimes the companions will ask another one after they are friendly. Maybe that's how the game actually like lets you do small mistakes here and there in terms of the relationships. But what do we need to do now? Find Scholars Expiration Camp. Yes, that's our next thing, because we don't have any side quests left. I don't really think any of these areas are unexplored. Maybe we weren't here properly. I don't remember at all. But if that is the case, the quests are probably gonna bring us there eventually. So let's just do this one. No sense trading now, I don't think. Do we switch companions? I don't really like Petrus. Combat wise, he's very meh. I'd like Vasco instead. Vasco is better. He could actually wield better firearm, but I cannot really improve it. So eventually I'm gonna get him a better thing. Not just yet. And I think he can only handle pistols.
We should get to a vantage point if we want to find this expedition.
Oh yeah, this is a new area completely. We do know of one camp. But that's about it. There's another camp? No, we already know about that one. So, this way. I think this might have been blocked off in the past. I don't quite remember. Looks like some monsters. Looks like the standard variant. We are very close to a level up, but unfortunately I don't think it's gonna give us a tribute point. It's still probably a level away after this one is done. Campsite activated. Oh, there are 5 camps in this region. Yeah, this region is quite vast, as the characters noted when we entered it. Some fungus would be great for ammunition. Care about gear. Monsters. One more hit. Power through them. Fine. I think there wasn't even a big one in this group. So first cross this tree. There is a jump up point. What's on the other side? I actually don't know, but it looks just like a way back. So let's try to climb out. This might be a guardian place. At least I think. It looks like it. Yeah, I don't suppose we can go in here just yet. It's probably gonna be related to a quest at some point. Freaking noise. That's really weird, but it might be the deer. monsters? Yeah, many monsters, alright. Well, they need to be dealt with, so... I'm gonna have to start hacking. We'll be able to get a lot of mana eventually if we ever need them, so good. Take a look, this just brings us back. We're actually on the right track regarding the quest, I think. There's another group of monsters. Stun. I think the stun actually, yeah, it gobbles up their armor. Quite good. At least it's sort of useful. Nothing like amazing, but not too bad. Still missing a little bit of XP. There is another monster up there. I'm not sure if we should go there. That's not where we are supposed to go regarding the quest. Just lead somewhere else. So I'm gonna go this way. Could have gained a level up if we killed them, but it's fine. I'm sure it will bring us there eventually. Either quest related or exploration. There's actually an ore vein. I need that because crude iron is something we need for the ammunition.
Over there. Tents. This must be the expedition's camp.
They do not look in very good condition. Let's have a closer look.
Absolutely shredded.
Signs of combat. They were attacked. By the look of the tents in the campfire, it dates back several days. It seems they were taken prisoner. I don't see any bodies. No weapon leaves this sort of marking. Perhaps they were wielding magic.
Yes. It is the art of the Donegada. One of the valley clans was here.
Would you know which one?
One who fights against the invasion of the peoples from your island. I can be sure of nothing more.
Why would they attack scholars? They're not warriors.
They come here as conquerors. This is enough. But they were not killed. Warriors would have been.
Okay, let's level up. Okay. Somehow dodged it. There is one more. This sword is getting really old, unfortunately. I think it's sort of the best one we can get at this point in the game, and if we can get a better one, it's probably gonna be later. Maybe much later. There might be some unique weapons or something like that that I don't even remember or know about, but we'll find out.
How strange, this lone bed. It contains scientific materials and a herbarium. Everything is tidy, but I see no trace of its occupant.
It's like being in a crow's nest. The view we have over the valley is an ideal observation point.
This is for sure the professor's place, right? I don't have a key. I don't have a lockpicking tree. Can we find a key on someone? Pretty sure there's gonna be a corpse or something. I just completely missed. Yeah, I think that's over there.
A corpse. The clothes cannot be mistaken. It is a scholar of the Bridge Alliance. From the looks of him, I would say he's been dead for days, as we already thought.
This man traded his life for all the suffering of my people.
It was only a scholar, a sage. not a warrior on the battlefield.
Do you think my people see a difference when bridgemen steal our people from their beds? From who do you think all the clans hide dead children?
I have heard stories from the natives describing Bridger atrocities. If they are true, this violent attack, though tragic, would be justified.
I'll search the body. We might find something to help us understand.
Okay. That's a key. And a chest. Let's go there. Data of a certain Afra. We set up a small camp in the hollow of the valley we wished to study. The flora in this place is incredibly luxuriant. This island is the only place where so many different species can be found next to one another. With so many varieties, we are bound to find an antidote to the Malicor. This plant with its blue efflorescence and jagged leaves is unlike any plant I have knowledge of. I will have to lead some experiments to determine if it contains active essences. It is a shame that we cannot exchange with the natives. They must know the properties of all these plants, but the soldiers warned us. They told us that we shouldn't trust the islanders. Apparently, they are very aggressive in this region. Our arrival in the valley did not go unnoticed. I feel as if we are being observed, most likely by the islanders. I hope that they understand that we are not here to fight, but merely to catalog the flora. The impression of being observed is becoming increasingly ominous. We are very close, I can feel it. I'm afraid we should expect an attack. We have so few weapons, and my colleagues are barely capable of defending themselves. I'm certain that we are being observed from this swamp. If they attack us, this might be where they will most likely come from. I've tried to warn my companions, tell them to be more discreet, but they refuse to listen. Right.
It is a journal. That of a woman from the expedition, a certain Afra. She speaks of their research and relates here that she felt watched. She feared an attack was brewing. I believe she was right. The writing stops mid-sentence.
Let's hope she's still alive, as well as her colleagues, or our mission will be a short one.
We must follow the tracks of the attack. They will certainly lead us to our party of intrepid scientists.
This woman was right to fear the Donea Exregao. They must have followed this path coming from the swamp. This is where we should go if we want to find these lion scholars.
Okay, yeah, I'm starting to think Siora might have not been the best pick to bring us with us on this quest. Because they are at war with the Bridge Alliance, so she's pretty salty about helping them out. I would prefer not to have to kill anyone. We'll see if that's possible. So, tracks of the attack, right? Yeah. This way. No, we need to first take a look at some item or something. Is there something? There's a dug hole that I'm stuck in. Okay. Yeah, there's an ore vein. Like that. Another one actually. All the crude iron we can get. Good. Still gonna have to interpret some tracks, so not sure what that's gonna be. Yeah, there are some things that are finding.
This looks like scientific equipment. This must be the Lost Expedition's campsite.
Yes, and? Note from the leader of the expedition. This globular root has a dense and firm texture. The smell that emerges from it is strong and vigorous. I've observed several animals consuming it without any noticeable effect, hence it is most likely to be edible. A distillation in laboratory would be more conclusive. Afra has decided to move her tent further away. She says that her constant cackling prevents her from focusing. This young woman is talented, but I understand why her master dismissed her. She has a bad temper. The species of bird is heavily represented in the valley. They have proven to be incredibly curious. They came so close to us that we could touch them. Natives must not hunt them, otherwise they'd be more prudent. And yet their flesh is exquisite. It must be related to their beliefs. The native people may consider them to be sacred.
This journal of a naturalist confirms absolutely that this is the campsite of our lost expedition. It makes mention of the other campsite that we found a distance away.
Any like tags or anything like that? Still, it wants me to search these things. What else is there? Maybe it wants me to find it. Yeah, oh, okay. It's just a place we need to go now. For some obscure reason, it wasn't even related to a hint or anything. I wanted to go this way anyway before, but just wanted us to go back. Oh, fungus, that's good. Yeah, plenty of fungus.
Look, those are islanders. They might be from the clan that attacked the Bridger camp.
That's possible. They look like trackers. But what are they tracking?
New
Renaise! We won't let you take us. We will not kneel down without a fight.
Wait! We have no desire to fight you. We only want to find the Lion Sages. They are not warriors, but their chief is ready to send an army of warriors to liberate them. If you help us bring them back, you will save your tribe from a costly battle in lives.
He speaks truly. Look, one of them is already eager to bring lion warriors back to us.
All we wanted was for them to tell us where our brothers are being kept.
What good is this if we must leave our camp behind? Very well. Stay away from the main entrance. Our guards will not welcome your arrival.
Pass around. There is a smaller entrance hidden there. The lions are kept in a
Oh no, this is a stealth segment, and it's quite a big one.
To open the door, but I know not where it is kept.
Okay. We are also in a new area, sort of.
I'm not here to kill you.
Tell me then, what is your intended purpose?
We were sent to look for you.
Apologies, but allow me to express my doubts.
Well, after this little swim, you could always try to pull the trigger.
Who sent you to find me?
Well, we were not looking for you in particular, but the entire expedition. It was Governor Burham who asked us to find you. He's worried about you. You haven't been reporting.
You should have said that straight away.
You are trying to say that?
I was hoping for a rescue. Of a different nature. Do you have a name?
Desarde. I'm from the congregation.
The new governor's cousin. Who wears an islander face. I've heard stories about you. And them?
Captain Vasco. Though I realize I am quite far from the sea.
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid. From the people that your own capture and torture.
I've never taken anyone. On the contrary, we had hoped to exchange our knowledge with your own. This is a rather odd group. I am Afra, a scholar from the Bridge Alliance. It is rather rare to find me rolling in the marshes. I study the fauna and flora of this isle. I should imagine you have many questions.
Yeah, let's ask about all the
We
things.
saw the site where you were attacked. What exactly happened?
We were taken by surprise. One moment everything was calm, and the next a war party of natives fell upon us. I had an uneasy feeling and kept myself apart, but when I heard my fellow scholars' shouts, I rushed over. Most of my companions are incapable of defending themselves, and we didn't have guards to protect us. One of them tried to flee, but they brought him down. We decided to give ourselves up to avoid a massacre.
Alright, another thing.
What has happened since the attack? How long have you been in these marshes?
We were taken prisoner and were brought to a village nearby. I was able to escape while the others were taken to a house that they use as a prison. I wanted to join the Bridge Alliance frontier post not far from here, but I wasn't able. So I doubled back to keep watch of the village from a distance. I have been hoping to find a way to free my companions, without any success so far.
Have you made progress in your search for a cure?
We were studying some quite remarkable plants when we were attacked. The region is rife in unknown and novel species. Some seem incredibly promising. The local shamans know all these plants and they use them in their remedies. If only we had been able to converse with them rather than getting ourselves captured.
Could you lead us to the village where your colleagues are being held prisoner?
Certainly. We are oh so very close. And I fully intend to participate in this rescue. I'm not one to sit around and twiddle thumbs.
Okay. Follow her. I don't suppose we get a chance to really go about our business just yet. Oh yeah, she's just gonna go up this path. This is probably where I would go anyway. Need to wait for her to climb it. Oh no, the game wants us to follow her, we cannot go in the front. Right. Caves. Might be going through the side path, maybe? I'm pretty sure we don't want to fight the natives if we can avoid it. But it means a mandatory stealth segment. My god. Do we have to talk to her or something? No. Vasco is stuck somewhere. Okay, there's a campsite. I want to activate that if possible. And also fungus.
This is where the natives took your colleagues?
Yes, it is here. These ruins are being used as a camp by the native raiders.
There are so many of them. Better to remain discreet.
I have spied on the camp and discovered where my colleagues are being held. They are being kept in the old walls of the main ruin.
Okay, let's activate the campsite.
I would rather avoid unwarranted deaths. We should wait until nightfall and look around the camp to find a more discreet way to get inside.
Indeed, it would be wiser than trying to get in through the gate.
Nice time and drop a save. animals.
Watch out! Grenade!
She's throwing a grenade. It's not bad that Afra can do that. Apparently she can. So this area around the native camp, let's take a look at it. There's a travel point. I'm gonna first scout this out. Yeah, there is something. Interrupted letter to Professor Seraphadine. Oh, right. Might have a guardian here then, or something like that. Professor, I was on my way back with the supplies you had asked me to gather for the expedition when I saw one of the creatures you told me about. This enormous beast resembled a deer, but it walked on the two legs and it was taller than the trees. Alas, it saw me too and rushed towards me. I tried to defend myself using my sword, but kept bouncing off its shell. It seemed as solid as our best armors. I eventually managed to run away, but I'm bleeding profusely and no longer have enough strength to reach you. I hope that someone will find to give you this letter. Right? Just another one of these notes. Afra is stuck. I hope that she can catch up somehow because... yeah. Camp. Right, this is probably the side path actually. We are supposed to take. No. This is the exit point. Could have figured that out. We need to go around, avoiding the natives. There are probably gonna be guards at the gate. But I hope since it's night time actually I won't have to fight many of them, or none of them rather. I don't really want to fight them at all if I can help it. Yeah, natives there. I am going to take a look at this side as well. There is supposedly something. And I don't think we are gonna come back here after we are done with this quest. Might be a skill altar. It's like a sacred place of the natives. Yeah, go. I think we gained a level up. I'm gonna take a look at it. Yeah, it's just a skill point. I'm gonna get increased rage or adrenaline generation. It's always useful. Okay, monsters, and there is some ore or something. Oh yeah, this is probably the access point to the camp. Let's check out wait. Yeah, wait is fine. To the monsters. Can I go down? Okay, I'm gonna have to shoot them. But I cannot range all of them. Okay, let's just go this way. Try to sneakily jump down. I might even be able to ambush one. Unfortunately it was pure damage, so it still has its armor. that native. Yeah, it looks like that is a skill altar, something like that. They're okay. Let's catch another level up into the stuff, right? Hitting enemies from behind for regeneration. It's only from behind. Counter-attack. Oh right, it gives you more fear regeneration from all the various combat actions. I mean, it's good. Sometimes you can trigger the counter-attacks or whatever, so it might help us since we need the adrenaline to trigger our group stun thing. Or even the few attacks which are actually quite effective usually. Now, we need to enter the camp, so let's go back. I think Afra is just waiting there, yeah. So is she gonna join us? Yes.
I fled as they were about to lock my companions inside a cell. We're going to need a key.
Please, Honor Manawi, let's try to avoid a fight.
Of course we are gonna try to avoid the fight. What else can we do? I could kill all of them, but don't really think that would be a nice thing to do. And we of course want to be nice if possible. Surprisingly, not many natives around so far. It's gonna get worse. Where is the key exactly? Oh, it's all the way up there, right. Not good. The only way to reach it is just to go through here. There is a native right there. You cannot really stun people. We are just gonna hope that not gonna see us. Yeah, we are just on the edge of her vision. We are very inconspicuous, apparently. So where is the freaking key? Still need to go. Fucked up. I was still counting on there not being natives in such a tight area, but apparently I was wrong. I'm gonna love the stealth segments. And this game actually has like a lot of stealth, considering how bad the stealth mechanics are. Okay, drop a save. How can we deal with him? The one way to would be to just wait and maybe he will patrol away. Alternatively, I don't think we can do much. We just try to go through. He's gonna try to spot me, but he might fail. Yeah, that was very special. I still don't have the key though, so even if we find them, I might not be able to unlock anything. If it's level 3 lock. Level 2.
Afra, is that you?
Come quickly. We don't have much time. Thank you for your help.
Do not thank me yet. We are still in a shipload of danger.
Alright. Fortunately, the stealth only really takes into consideration your, how would you call it, like hitbox or whatever. So it does not really care if the others in your party get seen at all. Why is there? Okay, there was a guy I just completely missed. So we might have to go outside and along there. I hope that I haven't saved in a wrong place. Where are we? Yeah, it's the guy. Okay, let's just... No, you didn't see anything. So stupid. Mechanics. It's probably the key we don't need. Yeah, just don't take the chunk. Might be something up there. Do we go there? I mean, we might as well since we are here, but I really don't want to get discovered.
Find a way to get
Yeah, this is actually the better way out because the other one would lead to the camp. One leads outside. What did she say? The campsite, right? No, she wants to talk to us immediately. What are we supposed to do? I think we are just supposed to go here. But they might get stuck on the cliff, they are very strange sometimes. Like... yeah, I don't think I see them anywhere, but it's leading me to the camp, so maybe it's just gonna teleport them. Would be the better option. Natives, alright. We have to fight the natives. Yeah.
Trokarid, mercy, you have defeated us. Spare us our lives.
If you spare them, they will only hunt us down until we are all dead.
No, you have our word. We have been bested. We will let you move on in peace.
How can we trust you? You attacked our camp when we were not even armed.
They are savages. They had us caged like beasts.
We only sought to learn where you have caged our people.
Spare their lives. I beg you. They were only fighting to save the lives of those that have disappeared.
Very well. Leave. And I hope you keep your word.
Thank you, Onol Manawi. I have spoken, and I will honor my words. Kwa awalam seg.
Okay. British Alliance probably didn't like that. But it looks like
we are
it's
no
positive
longer in
outcome.
danger. Thank you for your help, Desade.
I must admit, the reasons for my being here are not entirely selfless. Your research to find a remedy against the Malachor could save many lives in our cities as well.
You speak like a true man of science. Cut to the point.
Then you'll be thrilled. Your heroic efforts to save us from those savages could help. We've made a discovery.
Is that right? In that case, we need to speak with Governor Burham immediately.
Very well. I'll accompany you.
Let's be off.
Okay, it's gonna take us there. I haven't had the chance to scout out the entire area, so we might return just to make sure if there are any skill altars or anything like that. Really better to just grab it.
Sir de Sade and our expedition. I thank you sincerely for having brought them back, Excellence. You are a providential man.
Please, sir. It was you who convinced me and my cousin of the capital importance of their research.
Research that has borne fruit, Your Excellency.
Truly? This is excellent news. You have found a plant with sufficient properties?
Not exactly. Know that during our captivity, an island woman visited the camp. The natives called her Tierna Hac Cadactus and treated her with utmost reverence. I heard them talk about a remedy, a universal remedy it seemed, that she had concocted. How's that? Huh. Well, I grasped the basic of the local tongue, and I am certain to have heard the word yag. Remedy. Surprising. But the Tierna Hach is very powerful and very wise. It is possible that she did craft such a remedy.
We did get another companion. I'm not gonna take her with us, I don't think. Okay, that's done. So next to Darren. Yeah, we have several main quests. I just don't know which one to progress first. I don't want to do something terrible. I suppose we could get the healer for Constantine. Then we can do the sanctuary. And yeah, then maybe scout the last map. I haven't scouted it all, which makes me nervous. So, need to go to our residence. Should be right about this way. Travel. No sense buy anything. I guess at level 30 we might get access to the best weapons, even though we are not gonna have skills for it, unless I gain the memory crystal, which I doubt. Yeah. No. Look at Chief.
Quesi! Get out! Who do you think you are to defoil our ritual? One of those mind shakers, no doubt.
Aiden, it is your duty to assure we are not interrupted.
1,000 pardons, Tien. It is indeed one of those mind shakers.
A mind shaker? Look at him more closely, Aiden. He is an Almanawi. Present yourself and tell me why you interrupt our ceremony.
My name is de Sade. I have come looking for you to ask for your help.
I greet you, Donegad. We are so sorry to have interrupted your ritual. But my friend truly needs your advice.
Don't excuse yourself. Are you the daughter of Bladnid? Are you not a Donegad as well?
It is true, but my powers of healing are far less powerful than your own.
Then, how can I help you?
My cousin suffers from a terrible sickness, the Malachor.
I do not know this sickness. But perhaps we call it by a different name.
It turns the blood black and provokes terrible suffering. And alas, it is fatal in all cases.
We've never seen the ailing touched by such a sickness. And I doubt I am able to heal your cousin.
We are looking for a remedy, but urgently need to relieve his pain. Could you slow the progression of the sickness? Keep him from suffering?
In that, I can help you. I know how to make one forget the pain, even the most severely wounded.
But Tiern, with all that is happening now, you cannot leave to visit this ill person.
It is true. My village needs me now. I cannot leave. I must attend them.
What is going on? Perhaps we can help you.
Truly? You?
Do they have a choice, Aiden? They do really seem to have need of me.
Did you guys watch Rick and Morty?
Tell us
This guy is totally a bad
The
person.
situation has become unbearable. And it all started when these Moin Shakers began arriving. They wanted to convert everyone and take them to another place. Turn them away from us. And of course, the village folk would not be persuaded. But the Moin Shakers remained.
And it was also at that time the Tenlands started to attack. It is not their way to do as such.
There are many wounded, and recently many have gone missing. We must discover from where these monsters come.
I can try and talk sense into the missionaries, perhaps with the help of Bishop Petrus. As for the attacks of the creatures, I will see what I can do. But I need more information.
Our master hunter, or the families of the Taken, could most likely help you.
Very well. I'll take care of it. Make preparations to accompany us. The days are burning like very thin candles.
Do not worry. If you see to the concerns of my village, I will be most happy to accompany you.
Let's go and see this master hunter. He may be able to
Okay.
explain all there is to learn about these attacks.
Yeah, right. If you want Petrus with us, you actually have to travel.
Good day. Are you the master hunter?
Beortir tu madre, Naixe. I am indeed one and the same person. What do you want of me?
The Denegad, Katasach, spoke to me about the animal attacks. Can you tell me more?
The Tenlands have been angered. They are very angry. The beasts have always lived here. But they only attack if we tread near their nest. Of late, they attack on sight. There have been many wounded, and some of our young have even disappeared. It may be that the Tenlands killed them, but it is also possible they followed the missionaries.
What can you tell me about the Tenlands?
They are normally very peaceful creatures, very calm, but who defend their young with fury. During the attacks, I noticed that they were not all the same. Not all from the same nest.
What do you mean?
That the other beasts don't come from here, but from other places. And that they are coming more and more often.
Were there many victims?
Many wounded. Thanks to the healing powers of the Donegad, they survived. But the attacks happen more and more often. And they come with greater fury. I try to chase them away. To destroy any nests that I found. But still, more of them come. And now our children disappear. The stress alone could kill our village.
Can you tell me who the children are?
A young fisherman and a gatherer. You will find the sister of the woman and the brother of the man in the village.
I will go and see them.
Okay, more people to talk to. Yeah, let's talk to about the Tenlands again.
I believe I can help you in your fight against the Tenlands. How would you advise me to go about it?
You must destroy their nests. It's sad, but the only way to stop their numbers growing. There are most likely 3 around here. I can point you in the direction to one that I discovered. I would have taken care of it, but my village cannot spare my presence here. I must keep watch. I did not find the 2 others. Some in the village may know where to find them.
Alright.
And how would I go about destroying the nests?
You must burn them and kill the dominant one, or else they will build again. We see them especially at dawn. After that, we no longer see them. But be careful, Renaxe. The night belongs to the Tenlands. That is when they are most awake. Going out at night is very dangerous.
I thank you for your advice. We shall go and destroy these nests come dawn. Isn't it odd that these creatures who are normally passive have become so aggressive?
Yes. Yes. This has never happened in my lifetime.
What do you know? Speak. Lives are at risk.
I do not speak of things I am not sure of. The Renaigse, like you, do not understand the bond we have with nature.
Is there anything that we might be able to do for you?
Besides destroying their nests and fighting the Tenlands, do you know the art of crafting weapons? Our artisan was among the wounded, and my weapon is broken.
I can try to repair it.
Here, in this condition, it is of no use to me at all.
What do you know about the missionaries?
The Mind Shakers? They came here before the attacks of the Tenlands and buzz around us like flies. They speak of light, of demons, and the soul. Their words make little sense. All that they want is for us to join their village, and that we serve them as if they were Tiern. They want to make us Renaigse. They want to sever our bond with our lands. Their words do not touch those old enough to understand. But the young are sometimes swayed and listen. They follow them to their Eden village, and they become their servants. Their bond is cut.
Have you tried to fight them?
No, but some have fought. Because they treat the young girls badly. I think if not for the attacks, no one would have turned to them and their light. But hope fled our village. And the weak of courage have doubts and listen to their lies.
It sounds as if the attacks began at a timely moment for the missionaries. I must be going. Katasach advised us to speak with the families of those missing. Perhaps they might know where the Tenlands have built their nests.
Well, yes. But you should also repair his weapon. Does he have a crafting bench? I suppose. Oh, we need level 1 crafting. Did I save gloves that have crafting? No, and I would have to have Earth with me. I could actually switch my companions, it wouldn't be that bad. We still need to get Petrus anyway. Yeah, let's just travel somewhere in this area again. Can we compose our party? Sierra is pretty important, but can get... Oh, I'm gonna have to leave Sierra behind. Grab Kurt. My only way to have crafting. I think that's how it works. You need to have him with you to have the benefit. Now we should have crafting 1. Yes.
Here is your weapon. It has been made new.
Thank you. You have given it back its purpose. It belonged to my master before me, and you have understood its nature. It may be that you are more on Almanawi than Renaigse, and that you will one day see as we. During my walks, I saw a great tenlan of clear skin. The others seemed to follow him. I felt that he called them, that he fed them rage, and that his place is not here.
Why didn't you try to kill it?
He is very strong, and the others protect him. I was only able to track him to his lair, a cavern. I placed traps all around it, but all were avoided. He is clever.
You say he doesn't have his place here. What do you mean?
That he was brought here to attract the others and make them rage. By men, the Renaig say. But I cannot prove this. That is why I did not wish to voice these thoughts. I feel it. Nothing more.
Okay.
I must be going.
This is how we solve it. We might not have to destroy the nests. We might just kill the main beast, perhaps. It still wants us to talk to people, but I'm pretty sure we can just go and solve it. Let's take a look at the map. Is it... I'm pretty sure it's gonna be there, but the creature is probably not going to be there on its own unless we talk to the various people around here. We could perhaps go to the missionaries, but first, since we are here, I'm gonna have to talk to the survivors as well. So where are they? I have to go around here. Yeah.
Good day. My name is de Sardet, from the congregation. I've been told that someone dear to you has disappeared.
Yes, my little brother. He left to go fishing, like every day, and he did not return.
Your Doneigad asked me to help you. Any information you can give me will be very useful.
This is true? I hope your words to be heartfelt. My insides are twisting in fear that my brother is lost.
Can you describe your brother for me?
He is young, rather tall and strong. The girls find him handsome. He is such a nice boy, but he is wild off the tether, and often his curiosity gets him in trouble.
Can you tell me more precisely when he disappeared, where, and under what circumstances?
It was 2 days past. I saw him leave to go fishing, as he was often to do.
And you cannot remember anything out of the ordinary?
No, he was full of joy, full of life. I am so worried about him.
Did your brother have any enemies?
No, I can't think of anyone who would plant strangleweeds in his garden. Perhaps a youthful rivalry. He didn't get along particularly well with the Master Hunter, but it was nothing serious. Perhaps the Missionaries. He did get into a fight with them, but they surely wouldn't have taken him.
It's still a lead. Was he close to anyone?
He has been dreamy and more joyful than usual. Those are the signs of someone stricken with love. But he no longer wants to share secrets with me. He told me that he has grown beyond the shadow of his brother. And the birds in his branches are his.
What do you think most likely happened to him?
He could have come face to face with Tenlans. They've become angry of late. But he knew how to avoid them. He might have had a run-in with the Mindshakers as well. He got into a fight with them a while back. Because of a young girl in our village.
You think the missionaries might have sought vengeance?
I don't know. But he might have went to find them in their village. He bears no good feelings towards them.
I will go and see. Maybe they can tell me more.
Okay.
I must be leaving.
The other person. Oh, need to go around again. Seems like person will be up here somewhere. Yeah. Freaking natives. We're talking a lot to them today, and it's affecting my sanity.
Good day. I've been sent here by your Denegad. He asked me to help you.
I hope he is right, and that you are not like the Mind Shakers. My sister has gone missing.
It is for that very reason that I'm here. To attempt to find her or to understand what has happened.
Then I will tell you what I know.
Your sister, what does she look like?
She is a very beautiful young woman. Kind and sweet. I miss her so very much.
Is she very careful? Does she know she should be wary of the beasts?
Oh yes, she knows it very well. But she has been star-eyed of late. And the stars make you forget all caution.
How long has she been missing?
2 nights have gone by since. She told me that she was going to gather berries. It was early in the day, but she never returned. I called for her from the edge of the village, in vain, and the Tenlands were roaming.
Do you know where she usually goes picking?
Certainly, in the clearing. We find a great many berries there.
Is there anyone in the village that might want to harm her?
No, no, everyone loves her. Maybe a little too much.
Why do you say that?
She is beautiful and young. The Mind Shakers took notice. And the boys of the village did as well.
What do you think has likely happened?
She might have been attacked by the Tenlands. But it was early, and they come out mostly at night.
You think it might have been something else?
I hope. Even if it is a strange hope. Perhaps she was taken by the Mind Shakers. They were pestering her the other day. They behaved without respect. A boy intervened and chased them off.
But you think that they might have captured her when she was outside of the village? That merits inspection. Was your sister fond of a young fisherman who also disappeared by any chance?
They have known each other since they were little. Like all the children of the village, they have always been friends.
Only friends?
Yes. He defended her when the Mind Shakers wanted to take her. But she is promised to another.
I couldn't care less about her reputation. An engagement can be broken. If you know anything at all...
I have told you all I know. My sister is certainly wounded somewhere, or taken by the Mind Shakers.
Very well. Time to get on with my investigations. I must leave now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just tried to run away from the village. Yeah, I don't care about that. First talk to the missionaries. Is that an actual nest? Like right here? Seems very strange to me, but... Oh, it wants me to talk to her again? Okay. I missed that.
Do you have any news?
Not yet. Tell me about the Tenlands, about their attacks.
Before, I only very rarely came across the beasts. We knew their nesting grounds and kept clear of them. But now they are everywhere and they attack everyone. They've even been known to come as close as the clearing where we pick berries. Very far from their favorite grounds.
Do you know how to fight them?
No, I am not a fighter. If you want such advice, ask the master.
Very well. I will go and investigate this clearing.
It is possible, because before there was never one near there.
Could you tell me anything about the missionaries?
They are monosynaig. They think that they can take anything they desire.
What do you mean?
They came to our beautiful village. They wanted to take away our young people. Many heard their words and left. We never saw them again. But I saw how they treated my sister. I believe that they take the young to serve them. They wanted to take my sister like that, as if she were a tool. And if it were not for the young fisherman.
The one who's also missing?
Yes. He was very brave. I hope they didn't hurt her to avenge their pride.
I'm going to have to go and speak with them.
Is that all?
I must leave now.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, right. Let's go back. Is this where we need to go next? Yes. Missionaries are right here. We should talk to them. There are going to be nests. Looks like one there. One there. There's a missing villagers sign. That's fine. We'll talk to the missionaries as well. Monsters? Look at the big one. Oh, this is the big one, right? Stun them.
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Okay, good hit.
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
My god, Kurt sucks. I would like to switch him for something else. Gotta do it the first opportunity we get. The missionaries.
Good day. I'm the legate of the Congregation of Merchants on this isle. Might I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Our allies from the continent are always welcome among us. What do you want to know?
Have you heard about the Tenlen attacks on the village?
I didn't know those creatures were given that name, but yes, we have heard talk about the attacks. We offered them our help and some comfort in their most difficult hour.
In exchange for some inspiring conversation, I suppose.
Of course. These horrible beasts have most certainly been sent by the demons of this isle. To chase only a few away would be of no use. If they truly desire peace, they must see the light.
You haven't been victim of these attacks?
On occasion, yes. But thanks to the Illuminated, we were able to chase them away with little effort.
Could you tell me what your mission here is?
We must return these lost souls to the light, and guide them so that they might receive the revelation. We have constructed the perfect village, Eden, where they might discover peace. In this protected paradise, they can receive divine teachings and join the illuminated, chosen people.
Yeah, I suppose we will ask this as well.
You seem to assert that the attacks of these Tenlens is somehow linked to the demons on the isle. Whereas these are creatures that the natives have always known. They nest beside them.
These are familiar beasts, but hasn't anyone informed you that their patterns have changed? These creatures have been riled up by the demons of the island, who have come to realize we are near victory. Sending them against these poor people, they maintain them in a state of fear and obedience to their shaman healer. There is only one way to truly make these attacks cease, my child. Convert these people. Defeat these demons.
The Donegal of this village wishes for you to depart. You disturb the tranquility of their village.
And you expect us to obey him? Haven't you understood that he is a servant of the island's demons? To leave would be to abandon the simplistic souls of all those that follow him, ceding victory to the demons. No, my child. We will not leave this place until the light shines over every dwelling.
I must go. We're going to need to find some leverage if we want to force these missionaries to leave. Perhaps searching through their belongings will give us something we can use to put pressure on them.
Okay.
One more thing.
Yes?
No, I cannot go through, but there is a place you can go up and then around. Might be the way. But the missionaries, yeah, this quest is like complex. There are like 3 different things to follow. So we are searching for the missing people. That's the first thing. Then there are these missionaries we need to remove somehow, and then we also need to kill the thin ones. Unfortunately, I cannot go down this way. Okay, it's a bummer. I don't suppose waiting until nighttime might help. Can I really not?
One more thing.
Yes. I'm gonna drop a save.
I must go.
And I'm going to try to ask her to leave, but I'm not sure.
One more thing.
Yes?
The Donegal of this village wishes for you to depart.
Yeah, she's not gonna listen. And she doesn't want to let us into the camp, so let's just go. Fine. Might return later during night time. That might as well help us get in.
Here is one of the 3 nests that I needed to destroy.
Really? Oh yeah. Yeah, these are pretty tough. I don't like these. Okay, I'm gonna use a stun, I think. I'm gonna remove some of their armor. The Kurt should be able to finish that one off. Actually, Petrus is doing some pretty good damage.
I must kill the dominant one before destroying
And he really doesn't have a very good weapon. Okay, more. Alright. Destroy it. So we need to go this way. There's gonna be another nest, but first, yeah, more bats. I think stunning these would be pretty good, if I can. These freaking bats are always so annoying. I'm not sure if some of them didn't like escape or something, because there doesn't seem to be that many corpses around. It's fine. Bandits. Kill them. Haven't fought bandits in a while. Thinking about that. I don't think we fought on it today, actually. It was just beasts. Yeah, I completely forgot how to block. So I didn't need to against the beasts. At all? Petrus got absolutely shreked by this guy. Oh yeah, it's the guy with the Warhammer. Makes sense. Petrus does have some pretty good armor, but nowhere near as good as the AI wielding an armor breaking weapon. More of them. So only 3 of them. Be the better one. Okay, which one do we focus on? This one. We almost out of its armor, yeah. Kill it. getting knocked around. Pretty sure there's gonna be a nest very close. We are gonna have to deal with that. I suppose the nest is gonna be just this way and then to the end. And then to the right side there is gonna be the hint about missing villagers. Are we in the right spot? No, the Dunlans are supposed to be on the other bank. There.
The hunter told me that I would find a nest in this area.
I must take care not to leave the combat. I almost stunned one of them. Not good. But our companions managed to take one down pretty quick.
The dominant one only came out at dawn. I should come back later.
Ah, it's not dawn yet. Oh.
It is dawn. The ideal.
Okay.
I must kill the
Alright. It just passes the time for us. At least that is that. I mean, it's better than having to go to the campsite. I hope Kurt kills that one. Yeah. Still getting knocked around quite a bit. Yeah, I know. Destroy that. Next up is the cave. I suppose the cave is actually gonna have like the most dangerous one that is around, because that's what the hunter told us. It's supposed to be in a cave. Pretty sure that's gonna be there. That's something.
A basket full of berries and a trap full of fish. All of it scattered and half eaten by beasts. Our two lost souls were here together. They must have been attacked, or they wouldn't have left these behind. Let's search the area. Maybe we can find their trail. That cavern seems home to some creatures. Let's be wary. It could very well be the lair of that great Tenland the hunter spoke of.
Last time we also found the dead node in here. It's just a place of death. Not sure how the people come here. Okay, I'm going to use the stun. Let's try to whittle this one down. We already started on it. Then this one. Quite agile. Right, one more hit. Petrus is gonna shrek it.
3 corpses. One is older than the others. Judging by his clothing, he was a missionary. The 2 others are more recent. A man and a woman. Our missing couple, no doubt. They were dragged here.
Okay, done one. Oh, no, this is the big one. Alright, I need a stun. I'm getting knocked around like crazy. Just let me do something. No. Okay, let's use the stun. Gonna allow us to do something, hopefully. Okay, the big one is dead. That's good. Petrus killed it. It's absolutely insane. Message found on the dead body of a missionary. Hilarious. Be especially prudent bringing the large white Tunlan inside this cave. It is terribly ferocious, and the other beasts obey its orders. Our whole plan depends on it, so trying to become another of its
I
victims.
cannot believe that these missionaries used such a ruse to achieve their goals. 2 youths died because of it.
And we wonder why the natives have a bad opinion of us.
Let's return to the village. Their families need to be informed.
First I'm gonna tell the missionaries to go away. I think we should have evidence about it, right? It doesn't seem like we can do it. Okay, then just travel from the campsite, I suppose. Yeah, I missed an Orvain, but not care about that. Monsters. Okay, gotta kill him. Sort of need it anyway. Which one do we help? I don't want to go outside of combat, just shoot it. And the camp should be here. We should exchange our companion Carrot SB onto useless. Compose our team. Carrot is going away, Sierra is coming in. I would prefer Vasco in terms of combat capability, but I think Sierra might be actually more useful. So yeah, we're probably gonna have to talk to a bunch of natives again. Yeah, well, let's deliver the bad news, I suppose. Do we have any other things? Destroy another nest? Yeah, I'm gonna do that actually. Then the delivering of the news is just a side thing. Apparently we still need to destroy one more, even if we kill the main inland.
Well, Onol Manawi, have you found my brother?
I found him, but I'm truly sorry your brother is dead.
May the earth welcome him. I felt it. How did it come to pass? He knew every stone on our lands. It couldn't have been an accident.
He had a liaison with a young girl from the village. They would meet in a clearing, and they must have forgotten the hour. Night took them by surprise, and a tendon crossed their path. I found both of them, in the cavern of the beast.
How terrible. Why did he go to see the girl in secrecy? They could have... I must recover his body, to give it up to the earth, as is our custom. Where is it?
With the body of the girl he loved, in a cavern near the clearing. But it is a dangerous place. Other tendons might still be roaming there, though I did kill quite a few.
I have a duty owed to my little brother. Thank you, Onol Manawi. I will not forget this.
I must be leaving.
Okay, the other native.
Do you have any news? Do you know where my sister is?
Yes. I'm truly very sorry.
Oh no. Nah. Ser Tonsidag, please do not tell me that she is dead.
I found her body in the lair of the Great Tendon, not far from the clearing.
But how could she have been surprised by the beasts? She knew the danger.
She went out to meet the young fisherman. The time must have flown by, into the night. I'm so sorry. We found them both dead.
I must bring her body back to carry out the rite.
You should not go alone. I killed as many as I could, but it would be better to be prudent.
I shall follow your counsel, Onol Manawi.
2 deaths are enough. Thank you. Thank you.
I must leave now.
Yeah, the natives love that. However, we still need to kill one of the nests. But then we should be able to wrap up this entire quest. I'm hoping for a very chunky XP bill after it, because... XP check, rather. Because we had to talk to a lot of natives. Never a good thing. Okay.
Given the presence of the tenons in this clearing, there must be a nest not far from here.
Okay, I'm gonna lure them all together, I think. And where are our companions? Like they are here. Gonna do a stomp. We'll eat some of their armor. There's a Q. No reason to say that we cannot really do the stun again, I don't think. But yeah, it did weaken the armor quite a bit. It's good. So there is another one.
The ideal moment.
Sierra just got
I must kill the dominant one before
immediately knocked out. Was quite a few of them. Yeah, let's trigger them. Immediately calls the stun. Petrus is just kicking ass here. I'm very surprised by how effective he is. It might actually be that Sierra gained some sort of ranged attack as well from all the level ups, because they actually level up as you do. So the stronger you get, the stronger they get, basically. Seems like this composition is very good. Unfortunately, yeah, what does Petrus give us? Charisma, right? I think this very well might be the best composition of companions. Because the light is protecting him in this battle. Yeah, that's what he always says. Unfortunately, I don't have this mod to disable his commands. I do have it for the other companions though.
The Master Hunter will
because it will absolutely drive you insane if you play with that on. And you cannot trigger it off in the game's options. What does it want us to do? I think we did everything, right? Drive of the Missionaries. Alright. I think they should be driven off pretty easily once we tell them that they caused all this, but we'll see. It's strange how they didn't want me in their camp. I might just wait until night time to try to sneak in, but I really hate that. I really don't like to do that if I can avoid it. Where is the travel stone? Here. How is the camp called even? I think it's this. Camp. Yes. I guess you'll wait until night time. There is nothing to lose. Apart from the spawning of all the monsters, these should be pretty straightforward to take down at least. Got slapped by the bear. Okay. Just very mean. I think I'm gonna stomp. Pretty sure I could actually get Petrus a better ring at some point. That might be good.
One more thing.
Yes?
I fought against a great number of Tenlans. One that was quite spectacular. A great white beast. Its mere presence seemed to aggravate the others, attract them and make them aggressive.
A beast sent by the demons, no doubt. But...
Stop taking me for a fool. We also found a journal detailing your vicious plan. I have only
Yeah, it belongs to the brother of Hilarious.
Leave, and quickly.
No shit, like that was his name.
We'll learn every detail of your manipulations.
We shall be leaving as soon as possible. But let it be known that you are abandoning all of these poor souls to damnation.
Perhaps you should be more concerned about your own soul, sister. People have died by your fault. The nests are destroyed, and with the death of the White Tenland, the attacks should cease. And we were even able to convince the missionaries to leave. Katasak should be willing to follow us now. Let's go and find him.
Yes, we did all the things. Let's pray for some hefty reward, because this was certainly something. It took quite a while as well. But it was a main quest, so I suppose that's good. No, travel. Village. Right. What is this? Yeah, I never was allowed here before, right? So, oh, he has a bunch of stuff. Just steal everything he owns.
I've heard
No,
stories
go
of
away.
Sibok.
He's his assistant, I don't want to talk to him. Where is the man? Third person.
I can see from your face that you were victorious.
Indeed. I put the White Tenland down, who was enraging his kind, and destroyed their nests. The attack should no longer trouble you. As for the missionaries, we were able to convince them to leave, although they were not willing to reveal their involvement in the attacks that caused you such harm.
And so they were in some way responsible. I had my suspicions, but I could not see their reasons.
They brought a particularly large beast here that attracted and enraged the others.
This is what provoked the attacks and brought on our despair. These people have blood on their hands.
In the end, we found the missing young ones. But alas, it was too late. Devoured by wild beasts.
Undivorced tier end. You did well on Almanawi. Now they shall be able to find the rest.
Will you agree to accompany me now? My cousin needs your help.
I have packed what is needed. I am ready to journey with you.
Okay, drops us right there. I hope this does not cancel the other quests, but it really should not. I hope. I don't remember, so... he isn't looking very good.
This pain, it'll be the death of me. I can't control my body. It's like being a stranger in a marionette set ablaze. Consumed by a smoldering fire. The moment's growing near, isn't it? Am I about to surrender my ghost to the Reaper of Souls? You pop in just when you're needed, cousin, as always. Who are you? Your hand is cold as ice.
Your cousin is burning.
That is such a relief. Let me present Katisak, Constantine. He is the greatest healer on the island. He will help you. Please, stay.
I am here for you, Urnaxe, and I will not leave until I found a way to ease your pain and suffering. Fill your mind with the patience of the ocean. I know not how much time I will need. I've never seen such a sickness. The spirits of your lands must be quite horrendous to cast down such evils upon the peoples that live there.
Thank you.
Yeah, Constantine is not looking great.
On quite a show of light. Lovely. But it had no remedial effect. I give you my last ounce of hope. Thank you, cousin. I don't want to imagine my plight without your intervention.
Okay. It helped us with the congregation a little bit. I suppose that's good. We might get something actually useful from affection for once. Afra is that suspicious relationship. Here is nice. Yeah, we are like looking at these things. We are actually getting quite close to finishing the game. I think we are like three quarters maybe. Maybe not in terms of the main quests, but we can proceed with many of them very quickly if they are the only things left. I'm gonna take a look at the chest if we get out anything useful. And we are almost at another level. I think I'm gonna take the scenic route and kill the bandits. Maybe that's gonna push me over. Not the natives. Go away.
Let's get rid of these money bags.
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
This one is tougher. Maybe it's gonna give us some XP. I don't even know if it really has given me anything. But there is another group, so might as well give that a shot. At least we are getting stuff. Even though I'm not really sure. I don't think we have broken the economy of the game yet. But maybe we are about to do it. Take a look. It doesn't look like I have that much stuff. Oh, what was that? Yeah, the red armor. I don't like the red armor at all. I'd like to wait until we get a better one, but the problem is I just cannot invest into the freaking endurance, so I would be sucking at everything else. I really want the better damage, to be able to wield better weapons. And there goes the level, good. But I wanted. Let's take a look if it actually was useful. It has given me an attribute one, that's good. Attributes. So what do we do? Accuracy? If I do freaking endurance, I would be able to wield the armor. Like, I don't think I can justify that. Agility would be better swords, but we cannot really... It wouldn't be that big of an upgrade, since the epic one we have is actually better. Magical damage, yeah, this is pretty good later. I'm just gonna pick up the accuracy. Might reset anyway at some point. But our companions should be growing stronger as well. Good. I think I'm going to craft ammunition again, just if we ever reset our alchemy, so that I have stockpiles. I can carry more, so it's fine. Yeah, we can make quite a few pieces. $563 shots. What did I want to do? Check. Yeah, check the trunk. Large cleaver. Is this the reward? This sucks. And it cannot even be upgraded. Okay. Oh well, this ring is just... Why do I get these useless things? This... Like, I only was able to do reputation now. But apparently... It's not enough. Like, you should have gotten this tier a lot earlier compared to the loot you've got. It's basically useless. Okay, whatever. Take a look. To Darren, Donea, as Gregor chief about the Tierna. What are these words? I understood like 2 words of this entire sentence. Speak to the native people. Right, got it. Face with the demon. Yeah, this is an important thing we need to do. Shouldn't even take long. Regarding the side things, we haven't really explored all the campsites yet. One of the maps at least has still some areas left to explore. However, it's getting late here and I'm gonna have to go to work in the morning, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to call it here. What I'm glad about is we are actually getting some pretty good progress in the game, which means that in like 2 streams maybe we should be able to wrap this up. Would be lovely. Let's take a look if there is anybody we can raid. Not sure about I don't think anybody from my follow list is actually up currently, so I'm just gonna leave you with this. Speak to the donate. I'm not reading that, super cheese, but unfortunately no raid. I don't have anyone in my list, so you're gonna have to find your victims on your own. But thanks for tuning in. It was not bad today. I especially liked Caesar. So until another time, cheers.